Hi, I'm Joanna Goodrum Terrio, married to John William Terrio since June 1st, 1991.
So this is my mom, Lori, and my dad, John, and I chose to interview them because they are inspiring and they work well as a married couple.
Well, we had been dating for a year and a half, and we decided we lived in different cities and we wanted to be together, so we felt like it was time.
Well, I met Joanna in a couple years before we got married, and we dated for a few years, and she quickly became my soulmate and best friend. So at that time, there was no
I
other.
just felt the time was right. I was 24 and I wanted to start a family.
We had been dating for 5 years.
Yes, and I just knew the time was right.
I guess again, moving to a new city, leaving my friends behind, my family behind, but I married into a new family and adjusting to a big, huge family compared to my small, tiny family was a little bit of an adjustment.
Probably sports. Joanna likes sports more than I do. She would rather watch sports every time a game is on. She could watch the World Tiddlywinks Championship, and I don't care that much about watching sports. I like to go to live sporting events, but not necessarily watching on TV. So that was kind of a unique adjustment, and that's kind of an opposite in the world, because usually it's the guy that likes to watch sports. So that was a little bit of an adjustment, but it's a fun adjustment. We always joke about.
I'm not sure. Maybe buying our first home. I didn't realize the magnitude of the responsibility of taking it on, and it was a big deal.
In-laws, my family, some of my family.
Definitely in-laws. Yeah.
They impacted in a good way. We became a whole, a family. I love having my kids and doing stuff with them and the family. It's been great.
Present or future impact or affect your marriage?
I think children are a bonus to a marriage, and I think that raising them together as a husband and wife, they are absolutely a part of you, a part of your being. I mean, you made these children, and it's such a miracle in itself to have children. But working with them all along the way, whether it's in their academics, whether it's in their sports, whether it's in their church, their Holy Communion, their confession, whatever it might be, but being with them along that way just strengthens the marriage. And I think that we look at them, and you look at your children and you're very proud of them. Everything that they do brings great pride and joy to the marriage and the couple.
I think we give up a lot for ourselves to be able to provide and give our children everything that they need and want.
We don't have as much time for ourselves as we do. Well, now we're starting to a little bit, but I would say that's the biggest.
Well, once you get married and you say your vows, it's all about just the two of each and staying together and committing your lives to one another, and good, bad, or indifferent, and it's just worked out, bad's out, and enjoy the goods. And I'd say that was the definition of a commitment.
Yeah, I mean, 24 years of working together on raising kids and building a family. It takes work and effort on both parts to make a marriage work, and that's what I would say commitment is.
Staying with someone even though times get very difficult.
Yes, that's what I was going to say, especially
Health.
with health reason like I'm going through right now. But, that's it, and just remaining faithful and to know you can get through.
To all of those who in our times consider it too difficult or indeed impossible to be bound to one person for the whole of life, and to those caught up in the culture that rejects the indissolubility of marriage and openly mocks the commitment of spouses to fidelity, it is necessary to reconfirm the good news of the definitive nature of that conjugal love that has in Christ its foundation and strength.
What we have concluded from this project and what we can compare to the reading is that all the relationships require a secure foundation. We have all equally learned a lot from the different couples and how their relationships thrive through that bond of unity. A foundation is so important today because of the toxic traits of typical relationships and people today. When a couple has no fear of their own relationship because they have formed this bond of unity, they are better off in the real world.